All right, welcome in, all you cool cats and kittens. Come on in. Valero Texas Open simulation. It's going down today. It's going down this morning. All 4 rounds at the same time, something we've never done before. Come on in. We'll explain the rules. We'll lay this all out, how it's going to work. There's been a few small changes to the spreadsheet. A couple of improvements. Things are going to be just slightly different, mostly the same, but slightly different. So I want to talk through all of those. But come on in. If you're new, welcome. It is Valero Texas Open week. This would have been Saturday moving day, which means we would have already had a cut. It means we would have been prepping for a great final round. But we're going to simulate the entire thing here in the spreadsheet as we've done for the last couple of weeks. We've got cash prizes on the line. We've got entries. We've got DFS lineups. You're looking at some of the lineups that were submitted. Let's go over to the final tallies here. 64 paid entries by my count. $1,594. We're getting better on the PayPal fees. Only $5 came off for guys paying the PayPal fees. So good job. We're getting closer. $637 up top. We're paying the top 6 positions out of 64. So about 10% of the field. So in just a short time, someone will be walking away with these prizes. The way that this works, if you have not seen this before, is that I will, in my little spreadsheet model here, I will simulate hole by hole, a few holes at a time, until we have a winner. Now, we've never done all 4 rounds before, at the same time, obviously. So this leaderboard will look a little bit different to you because all 4 rounds are next to each other. So what I'll do for, the first couple of rounds here is I'll just hide rounds 2 through 3. So as we start to simulate the results here, you'll see round 1 hole by hole will fill out. You'll see their total scoring fill out, and you'll see their fantasy points fill out. The reason that all the golfers have 66 fantasy points right now is because technically they've all been credited with pars for every hole, and they're also getting what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, first place points. Okay. So, with that being said, let's look at what else did I want to look at here? Payouts, rules, scoring. Trying to think here. I think we've got everything. I think we can get this rocking and rolling. Rory McIlroy won the Players' Championship simulation. Bryson DeChambeau won the match play simulation in a playoff, which was pretty cool. Next week would be the Masters. I've got some big things planned for the Masters sim next week. So hang on to your hats about that. Oh, what I was going to say is the field. 64 golfers. We're just running back the last 64 golfers from the WGC match play last week. There will be no cut in this event. So you're getting the 64 golfers who participated last week. That means everybody's here. Tiger's here. Rory's here. John Rahm is here. Corey Connors trying to defend his title at the Valero Texas Open. Let's show you how it works. Let's just do the first 9 holes, right? So we've got to do all 4 rounds today. What I've realized is that you really... Oh, ownership. Keith, you're such a smart guy. Let me do ownership really quickly here, so we know what we're even rooting for. Let's do ownership really quick. So we'll do this. We'll do... My bad. I meant to do this morning, and forgot. So I'll do a couple of them here just so we can see I won't bore you with all of this, but we'll get some ownership for at least the top guys really quickly here. So that we can see at least for tier 1 and tier 2 who we're rooting for, and then as we go I'll fill out the rest of these. And there are 63 lineups. So this should be our ownership right here. Oh, wow. Rory is in half the lineups. So out of tier 1, which I actually made a little bit bigger, Rory McIlroy is 49% owned, Justin Thomas 17, Webb Simpson 8. That is going to be, if I would have known that, I would be on Webb Simpson. He's been very good in this format outside of like one round. He's been very, very good. And then in tier 2, we've got Bryson. Wow, so a lot of recency here. The last 2 winners that we've had on tour are by far the highest owned golfers in those tiers. So I'll do the rest of the tiers later, but let's get some holes under our belt. I know this gets a lot more fun as we get down the stretch here, so I'm going to just start and do the first 9 holes on Thursday. Rounds 1, the first 9 holes. Let's see how this is beginning to shake out. Each golfer is going to be assigned a random number from 1 to 100. That is going to correlate to a score for them depending on their actual scoring rates. So we'll lock those in. We'll flip back over to the leaderboard and see where we stand. Bubba Watson and Tommy Fleetwood have gone out in 32. That's 4 under par. So Bubba Watson, 4 under. Tommy Fleetwood, 4 under. And Bubba actually has a bogey in there. So he made 5 birdies and a bogey to get to 4 under. So he is currently leading in total DraftKings scoring. Terrell Hatton, similar boat, except he's got 4 birdies and a bogey. He is 1 shot back in a big group of golfers at 3 under. That includes Terrell Hatton, Patrick Reed, Jordan Spieth, Paul Casey, Ches Reavie, and Billy Horschel. If you've been following along for the entirety of Spreadsheet Golf and these simulations, Paul Casey had a really, really bad, I want to say round 1 or round 2 to start this off, and he's played pretty well since. Made it far into the match play. I think he was in the... Did he make it to the Final Four against Kuchar? I think he did. He made it to the Final Four against Kuchar, and he's played well since. So another hot start for Casey at 3 under par. Next group of golfers, 2 under. Handful of guys there, including Sung Jae, Brooks Koepka, who has not played well. Tony Finau, Xander Schauffele. Let's find some of our bigger names. John Rahm, 22nd. Where's Bryson? Bryson's very highly owned. He is 1 under par. So he birdied the first 2. He doubled 5 and birdied 6. So he is 1 under. Dustin Johnson's struggles continue here. He's even par. Wow, Webb Simpson, who I just said I would have loved to have had, knowing the ownership, got off to a hot start, birdied 2 of the first 3, but then he bogeyed 4 and doubled 9. He's 1 over. Still plenty of golf left to be played. Got, 63 holes left? But Webb Simpson is going to need to start making a move here. Ricky Fowler, really bad scorecard. He's 3 over. He's almost in dead last. Colin Morikawa, I know he's always popular. We can go grab the rest of the tiers ownership in a second, but Colin Morikawa currently 2 over par in a tie for 55th place. Where's Tiger? Did we see Tiger? Oh, here he is. 1 under. That's fine. Colorful start there. Our only eagle of the day, it looks like. Yeah, we've got 1 eagle, and it was Patrick Cantlay at the 3rd hole, and he is now 2 under par for the event. Wait till you see this spreadsheet that I've got for the Masters next week. It is beautiful. A lot of little things. It's going to play very, very accurate, I believe. Because Augusta National history is so strong, we're able to really, really get creative there. Let's get a little bit of more ownership out here so we can see what we're rooting for and what we're not rooting for. Tier 3. Is going to be... Now, I added more guys to Tier 1 this week because I thought it would be more interesting. Is that true? Nobody has Terrell Hatton? No, that's not right. My formula's wrong. That's more like it. All right, let's see who we've got here. Hatton, 20% owned. Hideki, 31%. Sung J M, 26. So this Tier 3, this one's going to be like, you can only have one of these guys, okay? And the fact that 3 of them are eating up, ownership over 20%, that tier might decide this whole thing. Whoever the best guy out of that tier is, especially if that tier ends up, like, if the winner is coming out of that tier. Tier 4, excuse me. Will be... Stenson's played pretty well. I'd kind of expect him to be, pretty highly owned, 31%. Although Cam Smith at 25 and Billy Horschel at 23 did not see that coming. So that's another tier that's pretty spread out there. Okay. Let's do a couple more holes here. I don't want to do the whole first round, but let's do 4 more holes. Got a lot of holes to go here. But I want to start seeing how this leaderboard's shaping out, who we're rooting for, what we're rooting for. See what the possible outcomes are. And we'll go back to our leaderboard and we'll see. Bubba Watson no longer in first place. Despite making it... Oh, he made an ace. We've got our second ace of the day, I believe. Bubba makes an ace at 13. Cantlay had one at 3 earlier, but that only offsets Bubba's double on number 12. And now Paul Casey in the solo lead. I was talking about how he has played much better as of late. Solo lead for Paul Casey at 5 under par through 13 holes. Xander Schauffele has made 2 birdies on the back. He has nudged himself just 1 shot back in second place. Brendan Todd, this might be the most colorful scorecard of the day so far. He's played 13 holes. He has 3 pars. The rest of them are birdies or bogeys. He's 4 under, really helping out in DraftKings scoring. Really helping out. And Brooks Koepka, look at this. 2 birdies on the back, along with Sung J M. They are both 4 under par. This is a big back 9 from Scotty Scheffler. He's great in this format, now 3 under par. Jon Rahm trying to turn his day around. Two birdies on the back. He's 1 under, 2 under for the day. Cam Smith, who was shockingly more popular than I expected, 2 under par. He's well in the mix here. As is Bryson DeChambeau. They're 2 under par. They're 3 shots off the lead. Couple other decent back 9s coming here. Kuchar and Adam Scott, they're both 2 under. Oh, Rory. Rory's got to get it going here. Rory's 1 over. Started with a double on 2. Made another bogey on 5. So he was 3 over through 5. Now he's worked it back. He's played his last 5 holes 2 under, so he's headed in the right direction, but really needs to get something going. And Ricky Fowler continues to keep his name towards the bottom of the leaderboard here. Let's go grab some of the final ownership so we can see what you guys are rooting for here. We've got 2 tiers to go. So this will be tier 5, which is F. Jason Day, 14%, excuse me. Colin Morikawa, who is currently like in 50th place, very highly owned. 28% of you have him. Scotty Scheffler, the highest owned golfer in tier 5. He is starting to get hot. I think he's got 3 birdies in a row on the back 9. He's starting to get hot a little bit. And then I'll give you finally tier 6 here, which I think was not F. G? Column G? There we go. Tier 6. We have some guys who have not even been owned by anybody, because this does not add up to every golfer available. So there are some guys, tier 5 especially, I believe. Actually, I guess all the tiers have golfers that are not owned in them. Brendan Todd. 20% of you have Brendan Todd, and he's kind of probably the front runner right now out of tier 6, I would imagine. Victor Hovland, 27% owned, but he's not playing as well as Brendan Todd is at the moment. So here are our highest owned golfers. So we can see this a little bit easier. Looks like it's going to be Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, who needs to get it going in a big way, Bryson. So really, the chalk, not so great thus far. Plenty of golf left to be played. We've seen anything can happen in spreadsheet golf, but the chalk, it is not a chalk week at the moment. Brooks Koepka, who, am I reading this correct that none of you have Brooks Koepka? Because he would have been in tier 1. Yeah. None of you have Brooks Koepka, and he's going to like go out and win this thing, isn't he? Wow. Okay. Let's go back and let's do, I mean, we might as well do the last 5. I mean, it's only round 1. And then we'll get a scoring update for who is in the lead in the contest here. So here is the final of round 1. Get ready to cash those first round leader tickets. And you can cash it if you have, oh no. Oh no, he's going to do it to you. Brooks Koepka. A 3-way tie though. Brooks Koepka, Joel Damon, Louis Oosthuizen all go out and play their first round 5 under, which I will tell you, someone can look up the spreadsheet golf history of this. I believe that's the lowest opening round we've ever had in spreadsheet golf. Usually there's somebody 6, 7, 8, 9 under par through round number 1. 5 under. 67 gets the job done at TPC San Antonio. Brooks Koepka, Joel Damon, Louis Oosthuizen in the lead. Paul Casey, Billy Horschel, Billy Ho, Tony Finau, Andrew Putnam, Jon Rahm, and Dustin Johnson all 1 shot back. So a lot of big names. Jon Rahm, really good back 9 because he's someone we didn't mention earlier, but he birdies 4 of his last 7 holes to get in at 68. Bubba kind of just all over the place, but still gets in at 3 under. Stenson doubles his last. Who else here? Kuchar finished with a really nice back 9, 32. That might be the best back 9. Okay, so we've got Joel Damon's 32 coming in, Dustin Johnson's 32 coming in, and Matt Kuchar's 32 coming in were the best back 9s. Colin Morikawa has shot a 77. Along with Kevin Na, they are in dead last. So, to the 28% of you who have Colin Morikawa out of tier 5, he needs to get going in a big way to even just salvage this round. As of this moment, I do not think he is going to be in the final or in the winning lineup. Graham McDowell had 4 doubles today. TPC San Antonio biting back in a big way. 5 under par. That's the lowest. That's the worst first round score we've had thus far. Let's go and look at the scoring. See who's in the lead at the moment. Pete Town Bulldogs, 347.5 points. That lineup consists of Patrick Reed, Xander Schauffele, Terrell Hatton, Henrik Stenson, Benny On, and Joel Damon. So we'll see if Damon can hang on to that. This might be the only lineup with Joel Damon. 4.7% of you have him, so that's not necessarily true. A couple more Joel Damons down here. Halsey in second. Jon Rahm, Xander, Sung Jae, Henrik Stenson, Benny On, and Jordan Spieth. Jeffern 8 in third. Staffy in fourth. Donlin in fifth. Hell yeah, 66 in sixth. Okay, let's move along here. Go back to the leaderboard. Let me open up round number 2 here. Hide these at the top. Matt says the formula is off for Lee Westwood pulling Willett's numbers. Give me more information. Obviously, all of this is, I don't pay out anything until I check it all. But if you want to give me more information, I'm happy to look at that. Round number 2. Let's get 9 holes under our belt here. And we'll see if Joel Damon at the top can keep it going. Brooks Koepka winning 0% owned would be like the absolute Brooks Koepka thing to do, although he has just now dropped all the way to 15th, and look who has gone out in 30. Now, this is usually the action we see around TPC San Antonio and usually see around spreadsheet golf, as Dustin Johnson is 6 under on his opening 9, out in 30, 10 under par, and has opened up a 4-shot lead. Did not see that coming. Dustin Johnson, a 4-shot lead over Billy Horschel, Ben An, and Patrick Reed. Wow. I wonder what his live odd numbers would be at the moment. Paul Casey, Cam Smith, Max Homa in a tie for 5th. Joel Damon and Louis Oosthuizen, who were tied for the first round lead, both go out in 37. They are now 6 shots off. DJ is absolutely scorching the field right now. Let's go see how many of you had DJ. 4.7%. So a lot of sleeping on the big dogs, Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson. Unbelievable. Those guys are a combined 4% owned. Oh, man. Let's see who else. Here's Koepka, who was in the lead. Out in 67 yesterday. Today he starts 38 on the front. That's 2 over. And he goes from a tie for the lead to 7 shots back in a blink of an eye. Any other movement today? Who's got like a good round going today? Here we go. Abraham Answer birdied his first 5 holes. He's still 8 shots off the lead, but he's got one of the better rounds of the day going. As does Brandt Snedeker. As does, look at this scorecard. This is such a Phil scorecard. Phil's played 9 holes. He's made 2 pars. Birdie, double, birdie, 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 birdie. Wow. Okay. That's Phil for you. 60. Oh, no, sorry. I was going to read 68, but he has not played the rest of those holes yet. Out in 32. So those are the rounds of the day. A couple of 32s, a 31, and then DJ's 30, which has vaulted him into the lead. I wonder if I can hide round 1 here. There we go. So now we're just looking at round 2. There we go. That's much easier to look at. So let's get a scoring update here. Lie Day 2 has jumped Pete Town Bulldogs for the lead. Mailman Moneybag is in 3rd. Jeffer in 8. Donlin and Harley Quinn round out the top 6 paying positions at the moment. I'll take a look. So when we play 36 holes, Matt, I'm going to go refill my coffee and take like a 2-minute break. I'll double check the formula. Let's do 3 more holes here. Is that what I did? Or 4 more holes I think I did last time. See if DJ can keep up this ridiculous pace that he's on. If he does, we're going to be on 59 watch, which we've never had. I think the best round we've seen in spreadsheet golf is probably I want to say 62, 63. I don't think we're going to be on 59 watch for Dustin Johnson today, as he has now bogeyed the 13th, excuse me, which is 1 over on the back. So he drops to 9 under. So his 4-shot lead just disintegrates. And he's now only 1 up on Benny On, 2 up on Billy Horschel and Max Homa. Patrick Reed has played even par on the back. He's still 3 back. Much more difficult course than we've seen. Here we go. This is round of the day stuff we've got here from Webb Simpson. Webb Simpson is currently 6 under par, which is probably going to be the round of the day. Abraham Anser's got a 4 under par round going. He's bogeyed 2 on the back. Phil Mickelson, still with his colorful scorecard, has a 5 under round going, but Webb Simpson charging. So remember, I said Webb Simpson was probably going to be the guy that I would have handpicked if I saw these ownerships. 8% owned out of tier 1. He's got the round of the day going in round number 2. Rory has tried to make a little bit of a comeback. He's now in the top 20. So he's not necessarily killing all of you Rory backers. 3 under today. If he can get a couple more coming in, I mean, he's really only 6 shots off the lead. Say he can make up, if he can get to 5 under, he's in this thing. He's definitely in this thing. Tiger floundering around T42. He has not made much noise in any direction this week. Here's Morikawa, 60th. Even par today, but the 5 over round in round 1 is not going to cut it. Graham McDowell, man, that's a hell of a scorecard. All right, let's get in round number 2 here. We'll get a 36-hole leader. Then I'm going to go refill my coffee. We'll take a quick little 2-minute break, 5-minute break, something like that. But let's get our final 5 holes in for round number 2. And see where we stand heading into the weekend. Remember, there is no cut. We're not cutting anybody, so everyone's going to get a chance to play on the weekend. But let's see. Oh, I think it's even more compact because DJ hasn't moved. DJ has not moved. So So DJ touched 10 under with 9 holes to go today and got worse. He is now 9 under par. Webb Simpson birdies 2 of his last 3 holes. He's now 1 back. That is the round of the day. 9 under 63. You knew it was coming. Webb is so good. He makes so many birdies. He follows up his opening round 73 with a 63, a 10-shot difference. He is now 1 back. Billy Horschel, Max Homa, Patrick Reed, John Rahm, Andrew Putnam. Wow. Big group of guys at 7 under par. That 9 under might be 3 shots better. It is. 3 shots better than the next round of the day. Shugo Imahara goes 6 under for the day. He gets the 4 under for the week. Mark Leishman was 5 under. Gets him to 6 under for the week. But that is an unbelievable round we saw from Webb Simpson. It has been right up his alley. I mean, he hasn't won an event, right? I mean, Rory won 1. Bryson won 1. Webb's probably played outside of like 2 holes, or maybe 2 rounds, like 1 round in each of the last 2 weeks. Webb's been like the most dominant player. He hasn't closed one out yet. We'll see if he can close it out. But 9 under par, again, that's a pretty low total through 36 holes for us. Hideki did match Webb Simpson's back 9. They both came in 31, which is probably the best. Yeah, 31 was the best. Couple of 32s. Morikawa trying to come out of the basement. He was 1 under today. Where's Fowler? Because he wasn't. Oh, he's only right here. I thought he was a lot better than that. 2 under today, 2 over for the tournament. I'll give you a quick scoring update here. At the halfway point, Pete Town Bulldogs has regained the lead. Harley Quinn in 2nd. Jeffer in 8th. The Mojo King in 4th. Jayu, he told me how to pronounce that. I don't remember. In 5th right now. And hell yeah, 66 in 6th place. So we've got some action at the top. It is a packed leaderboard. We're going to come back. We're going to do the final 2 rounds. I'm going to fill my coffee up, take a quick break. I'll check that formula that that Matt pointed out in the chat. But yeah, take a 5-minute break. Be right back. All right, you crazy kids, welcome back. So I did remap the back end stuff here, but what I did is I made a copy of the spreadsheet. So I'm going to continue in this copy of my spreadsheet for the stream. I created a copy so that I could preserve the results in the original. So I have that, but I remapped the data on the back end here. So we should be good. I don't think it's going to impact anything, but as always, these are unofficial results on the stream, and then I'll go back and check everything and pay out accordingly and reach out to anybody if something has changed. But I think we're going to be good. I'm going to continue on my copy here just so that I'm not touching anything in the original, and I can go back and fix it. But I think we're going to be good moving forward here because I was able to remap it. I think Lee Westwood was the only guy, but I'm going to obviously confirm all of this, but we should be looking pretty good here. All right, round number 3. Give me 1 second to get all taken care of here. Give me 1 second. Let me hide this round number 2. So we should have round number 3 coming up. It's Saturday. Okay. DJ 9 under. We're going to start round number 3 here. Webb Simpson 8 under. Handful of guys, 1 shot back. Let's do it. Let's do the first 9 holes on, this is going to be on Saturday. I'm going to lose track of where I'm at here. Hold on. So we've got this we already did. So we've got Saturday's front, Saturday's back, Sunday's front, Sunday's back. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Front 9 on Saturday. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. Okay. Rory Backers trying to get a little salvation here. Rory Backers. Rory is out in 32, which looks like the best round of the morning thus far. 4 under par. He is now 4 shots off the lead. Hideki knocking on the door. John Rahm, Patrick Reed knocking at the door. Everyone chasing down Dustin Johnson, who has a 2-shot lead, so he's opened it up to 2, but now a lot of the big names are coming after him. Joel Damon started out like a rocket ship. 4 under through 8, but then doubles number 9. Still having a good day, but what could have been? Rory out in 32. Is that the round of the morning? It looks like it is. Yeah, it certainly does. Colin Morikawa trying to move up. He birdied 3 of his last 4 on the front. He's 1 under on the day. Graham McDowell, that's the winner for most colorful scorecard thus far. 1, 2, 3, 4 birdies, 3 bogeys. Shugo Imihara could not follow up that great back 9 he had in round number 2. He's got a double on the card already. Molinari trying to show some signs of life here. And Scotty Scheffler, he's been really solid all week. Really solid, just hanging in there. Top 20 or so. Just hanging in. But Rory McIlroy trying to make some noise here. Look at this leaderboard. DJ, Reed, Rahm. That's awesome. Xander, Hideki in there. Webb, who's actually 1 over on his front. And then Rory, all in the top 10. All of these guys trying to chase it down. Let's do the next handful of holes here. I think I've been doing 4 or 5. We'll do 5 and then we'll do 4. Okay. It's still DJ. It is still DJ at the top. He has a 2-shot lead. But Patrick Reed and John Rahm still hanging in there, just 2 back. Xander Schauffele 1 back. Here's Webb. Webb is not having a great day. He's 1 over through now, 14 holes? This is what we've seen from Webb. This has been, Webb has, he's like shot like the round of the day, like twice in every event, but he can't put 4 rounds together. And that's what we're seeing here. 1 over in round 1, 9 under in round 2, 1 over in round 3. This has been a consistent story for Webb, who can go really, really low, but can't follow it up. Rory does make a bogey, but he offsets it with a birdie on the back as well. So he's still 4 under, T9 right now with a big group of guys. Paul Casey, who, started out great on day 1, not having the best third round. He's 3 over. So round of the day is currently Tony Finau's 5 under. And I think that's it. Couple of 4 unders out there. Snedeker's got one. Corey Connors trying to defend has one. Brendan Todd, Bernd Wiesberger, and then Rory and Hadwin. But it's Tony Finau's 5 under par for the day. So we're going to see some movement here. The Mojo King has jumped up into first place. He's got Rory, Xander, Hideki, Cam Smith, Scotty Scheffler, and Brendan Todd. So when I said I don't think Rory's going to be in the winning lineup, I spoke too soon, because it looks like Rory might be in the winning lineup when this is all said and done. DJ, though, Jeffern here, earning those DJ points for first place. He's the best DJ lineup at the moment. There's a Patrick Reed lineup. So if Patrick Reed ends up winning this thing, Pete Town Bulldogs would be very, very happy. All right, let's do the back 9 here. The rest of the back 9, we're going to have a 54-hole leader. Who's going to have to sleep on the lead? Dustin Johnson is going to have to sleep on the lead. It's 2 shots still. He's 14 under par. Again, pretty low scoring. I think we saw, Rory kind of ran away with it, but like the Players' Championship was like 25 under. And then I think, I want to say the next closest guy was like 18 under. So Rory really ran away with it, but this is kind of low scoring for spreadsheet golf. So DJ, Eagles the last to get in at 67, but the round of the day, there's a couple of them. Adam Hadwin at 66 sneaks into the top 5. Brendan Todd also had a 66. So Brendan Todd, if it wasn't for that second round, would be right in the mix here. Tiger had a 67. He's trying to put everything together. That's his best round of the day. Any other good rounds down here? I don't think so. Morikawa still letting us down. Jordan Spieth down at 53rd. Ricky Fowler's trying to climb back into this for his backers. Bryson, here's a disappointment to me. Bryson's been so good. He's got that hangover after winning the WGC match play. Just dwindling down in 34th. He's only got 18 holes to go. Look at Shugo. This is what he did yesterday, where he birdied his last 5 holes. Something like that. Birdied his last 4 here today. Still not good enough. Still only a 71. But dang, he can get hot in a hurry. So we've got 1 round to go. We've got 1 round. Let's check our leaders here. Remember, we're playing for prizes. The Mojo King hanging on to his lead. Jeffern 8 in second. Pete Town Bulldogs in third. Jay Haas, that's a new name, in fourth. Jumping up there. Faust, and then, look at Jay Haas. Jay Haas has, look at this stack. Is this the same lineup? Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. This is, Jay Haas has Bryson, Hatton, Smith, Scheffler, Hadwin in all 3 lineups, and then 1 each of Rory, Webb, and JT at the top. So here's what's going to be crazy. If Hadwin has another round like he did in round 3, you could conceivably see Jay Haas in 3 of the paying positions, which would be a first here on Spreadsheet Golf. So that is a very high risk, high reward strategy that is hoping to pay off in the final round. Scrolling down to the bottom, just so you guys can see Barry Bonds is a Hall of Famer. I only chuckle because I know he won last week or won some money. Now he's in last, but that's what can happen in Spreadsheet Golf. Anything is possible. Barry Bonds is a Hall of Famer. Actually, it came down to the playoff hole for the match play, where if Kuchar would have won it, he would have won last week. Bryson won it, but Barry Bonds is a Hall of Famer. I think finished 5th or 6th. Okay. Round number 4 is kicking off here. So let's go back. Hold on. Let me get set up here really quickly. So we'll do round 4. Brian, I switched docs. I made a copy of the original because I wanted to preserve it. Wanted to make sure all the formulas were correct. I'm using a copy of the spreadsheet. I'll link it afterwards. That way we have access to it I'll put it in the description when we're done here. Round number 4. DJ's got a 2-shot lead. Patrick Reed in 2nd alone. Jon Rahm in 3rd alone. Lots of big names at the top. Let's get our first 9 underway here. My new spreadsheet, I got to get these out of the way or I'm going to screw it up. Here we go. Random between 1 and 100. There's going to be some big movements here through 9 holes. There's going to be some massive movements here from 9 holes. DJ's still going to hold the lead though, but it's tightening. DJ has gone out in 33. He's still in the lead, but it's only 1 shot over Patrick Reed, and those guys have separated themselves. Because Reed is 4 shots clear on Rahm in 3rd. Adam Hadwin, which I know Jay Haas is very interested in, even through 9. Birdie on 2 and 3, double on 4. Here, oh my gosh, Jay Haas might sneak up there with Justin Thomas, this Justin Thomas lineup, because Justin Thomas has one of the rounds of the day going. 4 under par, along with Patrick Cantlay. Whoops. Try that again. Has one of the best rounds of the day going. Patrick Reed also has that 4 under round going, trying to track down Dustin Johnson. Sung Jae, 4 under. Corey Connors, hey, showed up. The last couple of rounds trying to defend his title. He's not going to do it. He's too far back, but he's got the best round of the day going on round number 4 here. And then Christian Bezuidenhout trying to come out of the basement with his first round under par of the day. So we've got some names here. The shuffling between, I would say, Rory up to this Xander, those guys like who are separated by 2 shots, that's going to decide this, and then I guess if Patrick Reed beats DJ, that would also flip some of the lines here. Let's do the next 5. And I think we're going to really see how this is going to shake out, and then we'll go a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're official in. DJ's extending. So this is kind of what we saw from Rory a couple of weeks ago. DJ, 19 under par. That is 3 shots clear of Patrick Reed. So the trophy is starting to get DJ's name engraved on it. We'll see as long as no crazy disaster happens, although we've seen it. We've seen disaster happen out here. Patrick Reed, really the only guy who can catch him. 3 shots back with 4 to go. Probably going to be DJ's tournament, but here is what's going to decide a lot of the payouts. There are 7 guys within 1 shot of each other from T3 to T6. That's going to decide a lot. Webb Simpson, 3 under par today. That's fine. It's not great. Rory's been a little bit disappointing, right? Because we thought we were going to get that Rory charge. He's now 2 over on the day. He has dropped to a tie for 18th. Patrick Cantlay, 6 under par. Is that the best round of the day? It is. 6 under par. He is now in a tie for 3rd. JT, 5 under today. Shugo, 5 under. Sungjae, 5 under. Those are generally the rounds of the day. Let's do, what do we have? 4 holes left. Let's do 2 holes. And then we'll do a full update here, so we know what everyone is rooting for. Okay. Patrick Reed, still 3 back. DJ just got to 20 under. So DJ touches 20. Rahm, Xander, and Cantlay in that tie for 3rd. Look at this round by Cantlay. He's 7 under. That is movement, baby. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a scoring update so we can see what we're rooting for 2 holes here. Jeffern 8 has DJ, Finau, Hideki, Stenson, Scheffler, Poulter. The Mojo King, Rory, Xander, Hideki, Cam Smith, Scheffler, Todd, Pete Town Bulldogs, Lide 8. It be Brian, yo. What up, Brian? And Yo-Yo picks 2, rounding out the top 6. It does not look like Jay Haas's stack is going to pay off in a big way. This Justin Thomas lineup might sneak into the paying positions, but I mean, through 3 rounds, I thought it was an opportunity. He might have gone 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Cool little strategy there. All right, we're going to do 1 by 1 now because we only have 2 holes to go. This is hole number 71. Hole 71 of the championship. DJ gets another. So I'm not resorting it because I want to see the movement. Scheffler makes birdie and moves up to now 10 under par. He's now in a tie for 8th with Webb Simpson. So when I don't sort it right away, you can see the movement a little bit easier. Not much. Outside of Scheffler making birdie and DJ making birdie, but that didn't change DJ's position. Nothing has changed here. Everyone else made par on 17. So, did we get movement here? We did not get any movement here in the scoring positions. One of Jay Haas's lineups did jump up, but we are no movement here in the paying positions. So I'll sort again so we can see the movement. But here we go. Hole number 72. The final hole of the championship. It is DJ's. Presumably Patrick Reed is going to finish 2nd. That 3rd place, whether it's a tie for 3rd, whether someone breaks out of that, probably going to decide the winners here. So let's do it. Hole number 72 is official and in the books. And DJ is your winner. Patrick Reed bogeyed the last, which will hurt his DraftKings points, but it will not change his 2nd. Jon Rahm finishes solo 3rd with a birdie. That might be a game changer. Xander and Cantlay tie for 4th. Hadwin, JT, and Webb. Hadwin, JT, and Webb for 6th. That is correct. Round of the day on Sunday is, of course, DJ. Look at that, man. He just extended 4 under, 5 under, 5 under, 8 under to put it away. DJ gets his first spreadsheet golf victory. Patrick Cantlay, 7 under, great round. Justin Thomas, 6 under, great round. Ches Reavie was 6 under. Bezuidenhout was 7 under, and that only got him to 2 over. He still finished 48th. Jason Day, dead last and not even close. He would have withdrawn from this. 13 over par, 6 shots worse of the second to worst guy. He would have definitely withdrawn. All right, so I'm going to reveal the scoring leaders. Again, all unofficial until I confirm everything and pay out. But here are the unofficial winners. Did we have movement? Well, we did. Yeah, okay. So, Jeffern 8, congratulations, 491.5 points. You are the unofficial winner. The Mojo King in second. It looks like Day on that last hole jumped over Pete Town Bulldogs for third, excuse me. Pete Town Bulldogs will go to fourth. Ippy Brian Yo is going to go to fifth. Yo-Yo Picks 2 is going to go to, is that sixth? That is sixth. Oh, and Jay Haas. Oh, man. Sorry, buddy. You have bubbled. Seventh and eighth. That high risk, high reward strategy almost paid off in a big way. It does not. So I will confirm all this, and I will be sending out payments tonight or tomorrow, probably. Usually takes me a little bit. But those are your unofficial standings. Dustin Johnson will be raising the Valero Texas Open trophy at 22 under par. And that will be momentum going into the Masters next week, which I've got something pretty cool planned for. So stay tuned for that. I like the idea of doing all 4 rounds in an hour. That to me, I like. Not having to do it over 4 days, kind of knocking it out. It really makes the action much more compact. So that's the goal for this. We'll probably try to do the same thing next week. I'll find a time for it. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining this week's Spreadsheet Golf Simulation. I will catch you guys next time.